YouTubers, today is September the 24th and I just want to come to you today with a natural hair chat / talk video. Okay, let's get right into it. I went natural 3 years ago, actually 3 years and almost a month ago, and I just chopped all my hair off. I chopped 17 inches of hair off because I originally tried to go natural in May, and then my roots kept getting thicker, my hair looked terrible, so I relaxed it in May. And then so what I did after that was I said, okay, I'm not relaxing it anymore, because at that point I regretted it. So then I did not cut it off. I trimmed it down, and then I said, okay, either I'm gonna relax it or I'm cutting it off. So I cut it off, and I will insert a video here for what my hair looked like as soon as I cut it off. So at that point, I started my natural hair journey, and I will tell you, it was not an easy task. Getting to know your natural hair, getting to know what to do for your natural hair is not easy. And anybody that tells you it is not being very truthful. I just want to say that it is probably one of the hardest things to do, is to keep up with my hair, with my regular lifestyle. So when I cut all my hair off, I was like, now what? Did I really do the right thing? What did I do? Oh, I had to live with it, because guess what? I had no hair. And at that moment, I was like, okay, I'm gonna embrace this natural hair and I'm gonna get with it, and I cannot wait for it to grow. Well, I will tell you that I am regretting a little bit of that right now, regretting the fact that it's so long and it's so much work to do. So when it was short, I could do cute little styles. My twist outs were to die for. You know, it was easy. Working out wasn't a problem. Now, I mean, it's more work, but you gotta work for what you want, right? And to keep healthy hair that's natural, that does not have any chemicals in it whatsoever, it's not very easy to do. So it is not for everyone. When people say natural hair is not for me, they are correct. Natural hair is not for everyone. And the reason why I say that is because if you're not willing to put in the time, the money on the products to find out what works for you, and the determination to get through this, then it is not for you. So I'm going to give you some crucial tips on how to deal with your natural hair and how to get through the process without getting frustrated. Tip number 1, patience, patience, patience. I know everybody says that, but it's very, very important that you're patient. If you try to grow your hair faster than it grows out of your scalp by taking pills or doing stuff, the inversion method and all of that stuff, to me, it's not healthy. Again, I'm not a professional. I can only tell you what worked for me and what worked for my hair, and how I grew my hair pretty fast, I would say. Tip number 2, get yourself a hair regimen. Figure out what natural hair products work for you. You cannot look at YouTube videos and say, this works for me, that works for me, because it worked for somebody or it worked for somebody else. Because your hair is different, and you have to figure out what works for your hair. Some people don't use silicones. Some people do use silicones. Some people don't use petroleum jelly. Some people do. Again, you have to use what works for your hair. Do I use silicones? No, I do not use silicones. But if it was something I wanted to try and it had silicones in it, I would try it. Like, I'm not taking nothing away from, I don't have any chemicals in my hair, so I would try it. I will almost try anything that because I am a product junkie and I have a lot of hair products, and I went through a lot of hair products when I was trying to figure out what worked for my natural hair. Tip number 3, drink plenty of water. When I say drink plenty of water, I mean drink plenty of water. I have noticed since I've been working out and since I drink plenty of water that my hair has been growing faster and it's much shinier and it's much healthier, which leads me to tip number 4. You have to work out. Working out is not only good for you and the health of your body, but it's also good for your hair. I have noticed again, once I've been working out and once I've been drinking a lot of water compared to before I wasn't working out and not drinking a lot of water, my hair has grown tremendously. Alleviate the styling tools that you use. I don't comb my hair but every 2 weeks. I don't detangle my hair but every 2 weeks. I use my hands to finger detangle and to pull the shed hair from my hair, but I don't always use a comb. When I use a comb, I use a wide tooth comb. You cannot use those little bitty rat tail combs that have the skinny tooths with your hair. It's only gonna pull out your hair. Even if you start at the end and work yourself up, it's still gonna pull out your hair. We have to use wide tooth combs. I barely use brushes. I use a brush today, but it's a soft bristle brush. I used a soft bristle brush because I wanted this sleek bun style that I have, and I didn't want to pull my hair out. So I did use a soft bristle brush today, but I probably won't use it again for some time. I don't use a lot of styling utensils or tools for my hair. I do a lot of finger detangling, when I co-wash midweek or I co-wash at the end of the week, I finger detangle. I barely use a comb to comb out my hair. Tip number 6, you have to make sure that your hair is moisturized. Our hair is naturally dry. It wants to dry every minute of the day. It wants to dry while you're sleeping. It wants to dry when you're awake. It wants to dry all the time. You have to figure out what moisturizer to use in your hair. Water is the best thing, but you have to come behind that with the butter or oil to seal it up. You have to decide which one works for your hair, but you have to moisturize your hair. It needs moisture. When I tell you it is the best thing, when my hair is dry, it is brittle and it looks terrible. But when it's moisturized, it is very healthy and shiny, and it just worked wonders for my hair when I have a moisturizer in it. And I use the Shea Moisture milk, the coconut and hibiscus milk. Anyway, you've seen one of my videos. I use that almost every other day, and I spray my hair with water. I put that moisture milk in, and then I come behind it with the oil. And I do that for the most part every other night before I go to bed. Tip number 7 is low manipulation. You should not be trying to do a whole bunch of, especially when you're trying to grow your hair out. Now, if you don't want your hair to be very long and you're totally okay with the length of your hair, then, do whatever you feel free that you need to do. But when you are trying to grow your hair, low manipulation styles are the best. What I do is I don't protective style a lot during the non-winter months. When it's cold, I do protective styles. But during the summer, I wear, twist outs, braid outs, buns, Not always protective, but I don't manipulate my hair all the time. I wear my hair for weeks at a time for a style. So let's say like this bun, I am gonna wash and deep condition my hair tonight only because it's time and it's dirty and I've worked out all week and it needs to be done. But I won't I'll co-wash my hair tonight. I wash my hair once a month, and when I co-wash, I finger detangle, and when I wash, I detangle it with a comb. And then I twist my hair up and I'll wear a twist out, and that twist out will get old and I'll turn around and wear a low bun or a high bun, or just spray it with some water, put some gel on these edges and go. Like, I do not manipulate my hair a lot. I think it's bad if you do. I think you cause breakage. Leave your hair alone. Try to keep your hands out of it. And it was very, very hard for me, especially when my hair was shorter. Now it's not so hard for me to keep my hands out of my hair. But when it was shorter, I was always touching it and pulling it and twirling it around my finger. I don't do that so much anymore. So that's tip number 7. Tip number 8, keep your hair trimmed and trim it only when necessary. I trim my hair anywhere between every 8 months to a year. It depends on if I need it. If I notice that my ends are feeling very raggedy, then I will trim my hair. Tip number 9, listen to your hair. My hair name is Sylvia and she has her own personality. Yes, my hair name is Sylvia. People think I'm crazy when I say that. Yes, my hair has a name. Yes, I do, and her name is Sylvia. She has her own personality. She knows what she wants, what she doesn't want. And sometimes she feels like being wrapped up, sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes she feels like she wants to be protected, sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes she wants to just flow free in the wind, and sometimes she doesn't. So I listen to my hair. If my hair does not like a product, I do not keep that product and use it until I'm done. I pass that product on to one of my other natural friends, because just because you paid $30 for it doesn't mean that it works for your hair. And if your hair doesn't like it, don't keep using it thinking your hair is going to change its mind, because 9 times out of 10 it does not. So listen to your hair, feel your hair. How your hair feels is telling you everything that you need to know. Don't use products, again, don't use products that are good for other people just because you think that they have the same hair type as you. You have to figure out what works for your hair and listen to your hair. If your hair is doing excessive shedding because you are trying something, you might want to change up what you're trying because it's obviously not working. Tip number 10. Find a deep conditioner that your hair loves. I deep condition my hair every week, no matter whether I wash it or co-wash it. I deep condition my hair every week and my hair thanks me for it. That could be a real deep conditioner. That can be leaving your conditioner on your hair a little bit longer. It could be putting some oil on your hair and doing a hot oil treatment. Again, you have to find what works for your hair. Deep conditioner, my hair loves it. My hair drinks it up and thanks me later. So those are the 10 tips I have for you, and that is my hair talk chat for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and again, I'll see you in the next one. Be blessed and not stressed. Bye.